had a sneaky suspicion that October would be better than September, and I'm happy to report it was.
But you feel like family to me.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole if you're new. Thanks so much for clicking on this October 2025 no buy update. So we have been doing a no buy, really a low spend since the beginning of 2025. Went really hardcore in the beginning. If you've been watching these updates, we kind of have been slackaroo here and there, but I've really been adhering to being mindful, especially with the grocery budget and with unnecessary spending. And I'm happy to report that this past month was a great month for spending for the low buy, no buy. So in October 2024, I go back and look at my statement. That's how I'm doing this, is I'm looking at my statements where most of the stuff that I pay for things is coming out of this particular account. And I will compare that statement versus our current statement for 2025. So when I compared last year's October to this year's October, we saved a whopping of $1,646.45. I could not believe how low my account was as far as October. And I told you guys I had a suspicion because I just wasn't buying unnecessary stuff. Like, that's the goal always, but just not buying a lot of things in general, really going through what we have. And usually in October I would go ham because Spooky Bee and going through all the Halloween things, but just nothing has been appealing to me. The new Christmas stuff is not appealing to me. You guys know, if you've been watching for a hot second, that my new obsession is thrifting. I've always been bit by the thrifting bug, but I've been going hardcore since what? July, August, since I've been documenting here on those Thrift and Thursdays videos. If you're not watching those, go give those a watch. We post every single week and they are so fun, and it's so amazing what you can find in the thrift store for the cheap. So if you're looking to save some money and get quality pieces for your family and yourself, go watch those videos. I think that you will enjoy them. But I think doing that is definitely saving us a lot of money. I've been buying a lot of Christmas presents already. I don't know about November's savings, y'all, because this month I have been spending at the thrift store for sure, but I've been putting things away for the boys for Christmas, really being mindful with the purchases that I'm making for gifts and just not buying random stuff just to buy it to say, hey, here's a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm really trying to be aware of that. And the boys are also aware of it too. You know, we've had the conversation with Waylon, like, hey, we went to Universal. We spent a lot of money for that trip. That was a big part of y'all's gift this year for Christmas. So don't expect a ton. Now, granted, the pieces that Waylon wants, because he's 9, going to be 10 here soon, they're expensive, right? The older they get, the more expensive the gifts get, right? So it doesn't look like much, but dang, it added up quick. I've already bought him a couple of things that are like $1 million in my opinion. Trey is the easiest. He doesn't care. As long as he's got his little body sock, which he did get a new one from Santa. I told Santa to bring a new one. So hopefully he does. He told me he would. So I'm trusting in Santa that he brings Trey a new body sock, because the one he's got is holy and needs an upgrade for sure. And if he's got his stocking with snacks and a couple of things for his stimming with his autism, he is a happy man, okay? But I've been really trying to buy him some clothes pieces if you've been watching the thrifting video. So the November one might be a little bit more, but I don't think it will, because I remember going ape on stuff last year for Christmas. So being that we have a different mind shift, maybe it'll be different. You'll have to watch and see. I don't know. But I'm so stoked. When I looked at that total for October, I was like, we nailed it. We nailed it, girl. Groceries, okay, for mind blown. Now, I don't think this was all necessarily groceries. Some of this was probably Christmas decor, wrapping paper crap that I bought last year, just thrown in the mix with groceries. What we've been doing now is setting a little bit of money to the side for toilet paper, paper towels, and cleaning supplies, and coming out of that fund. And what you guys are seeing in the grocery hauls is strictly just food. Now, sometimes I might throw in like a dish detergent or something just because I need it spontaneously while I'm there and just put it in the budget. But for the most part, the other things I just mentioned is in a separate budget. So if I haven't mentioned that, that's what's happening. So in 2024, just keep in mind, it's got paper towels and stuff like that in here too. So that's why it's a little bit elevated, but it's crazy. $1,809, okay? On going to the Walmart, Aldi, Sam's Club, okay? Adding up those was almost $2,000 in just the month of October. blew my mind when I was tallying that up. I was like, what the hell were we doing last year? I don't even know. So glad and grateful for this mind shift for sure. This year for 2025, if you watch the grocery videos, I show y'all the meal plan and I put how much I spend every single week and highlight it so it's easy for me to go back and not have to look at a statement and see what I actually spent on food per week with adding up the receipts I show y'all in those hauls. For October 2025, we spent a total of $848.43, so under $900 for the entire month. That includes us eating here pretty much all 7 days for the entire month. That does not have us going out. We're not going out to eat. I looked at my statement from last year and we went out to eat quite often. So that was why the whole bill was elevated as well. We're not doing that as much, being very mindful with going out maybe once a month, if that, okay? We're really staying home and trying to save money doing that. So we saved a total on food, groceries. It'll be interesting to do this next year because we're really comparing food to food versus the other stuff. $961.41, almost $1,000 saved in food. That's nuts. So we spent a lot of our money in the grocery stores. So really being mindful of the stock up hauls and the weekly hauls and keeping them under a certain amount of money. However, for the rest of November, I wanted to mention to y'all here, and for December, I am going to be putting aside $10, $20 a week to purchase staple things I can put in our local blessing box, which is a box right down the street that I have probably like 70 people, they say, go to the blessing box a day looking for food, okay? And we know the whole situation right now. I had some ugly comments on my last YouTube video on my grocery haul, which if you actually watched it, you know that I've been donating and all the things. I go to the thrift store that all the proceeds go to the main local food bank here in my area. And I love the fact that 100% of that goes there. So I try to go there quite often and buy there quite often because I know the money's going to a good cause and not necessarily Goodwill, you know? However, I digress. I don't need to explain myself, but I wanted to share this with you because I want y'all, if you can, if you have the means, to donate something to your local food bank, to your local blessing box. They have these local blessing box and pop-up pantries everywhere now, especially with everything going on. So if you can donate your time, you can donate $5. It helps. It's going to help. So I'm going to be getting some stuff every single week. I will be sharing that in the grocery hauls with y'all, what I purchased to go in the blessing box, and showing you footage of me putting the actual items in the blessing box and how the blessing box is looking week to week. So hopefully you guys are here for that, and hopefully it motivates and inspires you to do something in your local community to give back as well. I just have it in my heart that I want to do that so much. I've always donated to our food bank all the time. Like I constantly go through like, hey, what are we not gravitating towards as much? And I will donate it. I buy stuff constantly that I know that is in need. And with the couponing stuff, toothpaste and toothbrushes and razors and stuff like that, I have donated so much of that in the past, and I still have stuff from couponing that I plan on donating as well to get it out of here because we're not using it and someone else needs it. So if it motivates and inspires you to do anything, like I mentioned, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do here in the videos with sharing that with you guys. So that's gonna do it for this No Buy October 2025 update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know some of you guys look forward to me talking about like what I'm struggling with, what we're doing great with. And right now we're really doing good with just being mindful and cognizant and not overbuying things. It's real easy to overbuy for the holiday seasons, all the things. Now don't get it twisted. I have bought, you know, things for Christmas and stuff, the funsy food items and stuff like that. And I will buy those things, but not like I was before. We were going overboard and not even using all of it when it came to the season and having all this crap to go through after the holiday already passed. So I'm trying to be very mindful of it and encourage you guys to do the same. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you look forward to these updates every single month. Subscribe if you're new. We love to have you. We do all the fun content here and not just talk about like nitty gritty finances, okay? So if these kind of videos aren't your jam, it's the first time you're seeing me, we've got other fun things that I think you will enjoy much more. Y'all have an awesome Friday. Y'all have an amazing weekend, and I'll see y'all Monday for a speed round rapid fire Q&A type of style video. I asked y'all to leave me some comments on a vlog a few weeks past, but if you have anything that you would like to ask me, it does not have to be anything about this no buy, fitness related, anything that you have a question for me that you'd like me to answer or a topic you'd like me to discuss per se, leave it in the comments down below so I can get that video ready for y'all on Monday. See y'all then. Bye y'all.